Here's something strange. Minus 0.8, minus 0.7. So it's like it's actually thinking that it's below sea level. I don't understand that at all. Hi, my name is Mike. Thanks for having a look at my video. I'm a little bit disappointed today. I lost my drone. A really huge fan and advocate for DJI. Really love my Mavic Mini, and was really disappointed with its performance. And right now it's floating at the bottom of a river someplace. So I learned a couple of things while I was doing this. I thought maybe I would share it because I had a difficult time trying to find it on my own when I went and had a look. So I'm opening the Go Fly app, which is something, of course, that I'd be able to connect to my aircraft if I had it, but I don't because it's at the bottom of the river. So if I click on profile here, it actually tells me how many flights I had, distance in hours. I set up a sync with DJI so that they can actually see all of my data. So that's why it's not showing any hours or distance, although it shows 82 flights. If I was to click on more, what actually happens is the actual flight that I lost my drone on is sitting right here, which is something that I had, didn't really know that you could just see as easily as that. I'm wondering how much data that's taking up actually on my phone, or how much memory it takes up on my phone. But I guess we'll talk about that some other time. So here's the actual flight itself. You can actually see the flight. So that's how you go about finding it. If anybody's looking at doing something like that, then that's what you can do. So right now it's actually playing. As you'll notice at the bottom, it's a 5-minute and 46-second flight, and I'm 15 seconds in. And this actually shows all of the data on the app itself. You can see the maximum power load is reached. I really don't know what was that was all about. Of course, Mavic Mini being only 249 grams, it's not all that heavy, and it fights the wind quite a bit. So I could only take for granted that at that point that it was fighting the wind. So as you'll notice, and by the way, it does look like it's landed outside this river, but what I was actually doing is doing some drone work for the rural municipality of St. Andrews. This was just north of Winnipeg, and I was having a look at the flood water. So that's why you'll notice where it actually ended up landing. It looks like it's landing on the land, but that's actually all been flooded almost right to the highway. So so it's actually sitting at the bottom. Again, flying a drone to begin with, it can cause anybody a level of anxiety, making sure that you're not going to crash. So, the thing you're always worried about is what's going to happen if it does crash. And in this case, well, it just went right into the river. So it's like the worst anxieties that could possibly come true with regards to this drone flight. So I'm really disappointed. I did get a hold of DJI. I don't have a care package or whatever it is that they call. I was going to actually put that in place after. The process is really long. You got to videotape and stuff like that, and I guess I just didn't get around doing it. It was always on my to-do list, and I didn't. However, I did start flying my drone, or I did purchase it in November of last year. I sort of checked it, and it's only March, so it's only really a few months have gone by since I've owned it. So I'm kind of hoping they have a look at the data on this. So if you look back at the flight itself, it's sitting at 54 meters, it's about 150 feet in the sky, and what happens is it just starts dropping. I was looking at the screen when I was flying the drone, and the altitude just started to dump, and it started to perform really erratically, and I'm like, oh no, I'm about to lose my drone. So I was actually with somebody at the time, more specifically Kevin Gamble from Canada Sky Drone Services, who it is that I work with, and he suggested, how about return to home? I don't even know why I didn't think of that. So I actually hit the button and returned to home as quickly as I could. Although I don't think I did that right then. Where you're looking at on the screen right now, I think I noticed it started to perform pretty erratically. So I think what I was going to try doing is just getting it as close to the fastest route away from the river that I could possibly choose, because it's starting to lose altitude. I'm certainly not going down at all. So you'll notice now I took a corner here, and I'm trying to go as close to land as I possibly can. That's the River Road is what it's called, and that's actually where we were parked. So I was trying to get to land, and then he suggested, "But why don't you hit return to home?" And I thought, "Oh, okay, well that's a good idea. So maybe that'll help." Now, once I hit return to home, it started to climb again, like the intelligence got back into the unit itself. But then you'll notice that it's starting to climb and stuff, and I'm really fighting, and it's going 3.3 miles an hour, or meters per second is what it is. And so now it's coming back, and I'm pushing in as far as I can. It's like, really, I'm not cognizant. Of course, I'm panicking a little bit because of the erratic behavior. Panicking a little bit, trying to get my bearings of where it is that it's located in the sky and stuff like that. And I decided to hit return to home. Took a quick corner, and then it started to come back. But then you'll notice right in the map that there's just a really erratic behavior out of the drone. I was really disappointed, and it was really panicking, and I really like that drone. We've been on lots of flights together and stuff like that, so I was really disappointed in the performance. So you'll notice now on the map, when it started to really erratic behavior and it started to plummet, it says that there's a strong wind warning, but it was just 14 meters up, so it's just like 45 feet up, and that's all. Of course, those of us that fly a Mavic Mini, you get strong wind warnings all the time. It's just warning you that make sure that now this max power load reached. I have no idea what that means, max power load reached. I didn't have the guards on. I wasn't carrying anything. There's nothing, stuck to my drone or anything like that at all. And now it's just coming down and coming down. Well, not quite 30 meters, that sort of thing. When I came home, I immediately reached out to DJI, and I went through their online customer support area. I got somebody that was really nice. She walked me through the whole process. You'll notice that it's starting to plummet now. She walked through the whole process with me. She gave me a case number. I mentioned, she didn't confirm or deny that it's, in a warranty thing. She says, the engineers, here's something strange. Minus 0.8, minus 0.7. So it's like, it's actually thinking that it's below sea level. I don't understand that at all. And then it's minus 6 meters, and now it's gone and crashed. I really don't understand what the minus thing was. Anyway, so the DJI experience that I've had so far, me being a DJI advocate, so to speak, I don't have no affiliation. I don't have any affiliation with the company, but I do have a DJI Osmo Action that I use. I actually purchased directly from them as well, a DJI Ronin SC that I use quite a bit. I'm a fan of their product. Hopefully they've got some account information for me showing that I am a fan of the product. Whether that's going to help or not, I don't know in this scenario. They provided me a case number. So stay tuned, and I will let you know what the results were with my claim with DJI. I'll let you know in a future video. Thanks so much for popping in and having a look at my video. Thanks.